Okay, this came up last night. Seungri is currently on his solo tour before he has to enlist in the military. And has to face his big brothers for a beating that he totally asked for. And last night, I believe he was in Hong Kong. So during the concert, he was talking to the fans and told a story that just happened. It's about YG giving him a call, and the first thing he asked was, "What are you doing right now?" I feel like you should have at least a good idea of what your artists are doing, right? But hey, he has a lot on his plate right now. I get it. Anyways, Seungri told him, "I'm having my solo concert today, don't you know?" But he immediately defends YG, saying, well, he has a lot of groups to look after, trying to minimize the swell of anger he knows this might cause from both the fans and YG. Then he goes on to say his boss asked if he needed any backup dancers, and that he doesn't think Seungri needs any. He can perform alone. It turns out the dancers were sent to Thailand with BLACKPINK anyways. And I wasn't there, so if you were there, clarify some stuff for us. But it's being said that not only were there just two dancers for Seungri, there were no stylists or even a band. But at the end of the story, Seungri took the attention away from YG again, saying that all he needs anyways is the fans. Smart man. So before we move any further on this, what do you guys think about this? Is it a sign of disrespect and neglect, or is it purely business? Maybe the purpose of the story was just to say that last line to the fans, hyping them up, letting them have a good time, and didn't really intend to expose YG like this. Obviously, fans around the world went nuts, voiced their anger and disappointment. Okay, so let's take the favoritism part that people are saying out of it for a second, and just look at it from a visual point of view. If I were YG and looking at these two concerts, trying to ration out the resources for both shows, right? BLACKPINK is a 4-member group, while Seungri is going solo. Doesn't it make sense for you to send a bit more of the dancers to Seungri's side? Just from an aesthetics standpoint, that makes a little bit more sense, I feel. 4 people can fill out that stage much easier than just one person can. But then again, you also have to take into consideration the size of the concert and venue. Maybe Seungri's was much smaller, so 2 was enough. The stylist thing I can maybe understand, and the band just depends on the vibe of the show that you're going for. Look, if I were to defend YG, out of the 2 artists, Seungri obviously has the years and experience to take care of himself. And there's no arguing that BLACKPINK is the future of YG Entertainment. But then again, this is also blowing up because of YG's past comments to Big Bang. The words that he said to convince them to stay at YG compared to the actions of now. I'm curious though, if you're a Blink and more of a BLACKPINK fan, how do you feel about this?